This tank is a T10. This is a Russian Tier 9 heavy tank. The map is Siegfried line in the assault defend mode. I'm going to get 2,700 damage, but what's interesting about this game is I'm going to drive through the hills, come over here to this lake to pursue and hunt down the enemy, to do as much damage as I can, and we're going to advance and we're going to win this game. So what I'm doing is, most people, they stay hull down along this ridge line, but I'm advancing through the hills. I'm staying in the lower parts of the hills. You cannot do this in the north very easily. There's actually one way to do it in the north, but in the south you can do it very easily. You can see I was able to hit him for 500. I was able to hit him for 143 damage, and I got spotting damage 127 on that vehicle. The enemy thinks that they're going to hide in the back. That vehicle right there and the other vehicles that are back there, they think that they're going to sit there and hide. But I'm going to go and help my allies take them down. So you can see I hit him for 210. My allies are over here playing in a hull down position, but that's not what I'm going to do. You want to deal with one enemy at a time. Once he was dealt with, I'm moving on and I'm trying to decide which enemy target to go after next. So we discovered that there's a new tank over here, this Steyr. I have the Steyr. It's not a tank that I really enjoy playing. However, I have the feeling that in the future I'll enjoy playing it more. If you like to play tank destroyers, sit in the back and snipe, you might enjoy playing it. But that's not my favorite playstyle. My favorite playstyle is doing things like this, trying to find an interesting way to get through enemy defenses. So they know I'm here. I've obviously been spotted. I should be pretty safe. Missed that shot. I do not have premium rounds or gold rounds. I've only got AP and HE. Missed that shot. We know that there's probably two tanks down there. I'm going to get behind this house and I'm going to start heading down there. I don't have any allies that are going to go with me, but hopefully they'll be able to give me some support, either with the SPG or with those hull down tanks. We've got a J Panther that's advancing. I believe the SPG was marking that he did want to fire over here. You want to shoot and ram. And if he's under the water, he can't shoot back at you. So you can see we took these tanks out very easily. Again, you're going to shoot and ram. You can see that the vehicle in front of me, I believe it's a T-25 AT, he did go in for a ram. And it says he destroyed that vehicle. I don't know if he destroyed it on his shot or on the ram, but I guess it was on the shot. So now what we're going to do is we're going to advance up towards the city. It's going to be a close game all the way until the end. I have a method that I use when I advance. So it might look like I'm slowly advancing. I'm actually advancing using my method. Wasn't angling properly. You want to be in a hull down position, obviously, in this case, which is why I came here, got lots of bushes, lots of trees. I'm going to try to elevate my gun. You don't want to go forward unless you have a really good tank. This tank is not good for going forward over the ridge. It's better to turn it around, face in that direction, go up on the ridge and hit him sideways. In this case, I was trying to reverse over, but now I found that other target that I could shoot at, and I hit him for 123 damage with an HE round. So I'm watching those two tanks to see what they're doing. They are both threats to me. They do have to be dealt with. What I decided to do was to reverse. See, the enemy's going to see that. He's mostly going to see the top of my turret. He won't be able to hit the lower part. If you go over the front, he might be able to hit my lower part, but if you reverse onto the hill behind you, he might not be able to. So that's why I chose to do that. And obviously I'm a little bit higher than I need to be, but he's also not coming out. So it's something that we have to deal with. I waited for him to fire, and then I decided to advance. And he is dead. Scores 10-9. We're going to go after this other tank. We're going to use a little bit of teamwork. He's got most of his hit points. Unfortunately, he did kill my ally. I do have an HE round, so I'm trying to find what I think is the most vulnerable spot. On the frontal armor, I really wasn't going to hit anything. I only did 100 damage. I'm reversing as much as possible while I'm reloading, so that basically what we're doing is we're equalizing our reloads. If I didn't do that, he would reload faster than me, and then he would come out and shoot me before I finished reloading. But because I was reversing, and ideally you want to go that way, because I was reversing, I allow myself to reload. Now we're both going to be reloaded at the same time. And the other thing that I was doing was reversing so he doesn't spot me, so he has to come around the corner more. What I really should have done was gone that way towards the rubble. I could have gotten hull down. Now you notice that I didn't go out and shoot him. I've got a lot of hit points. He has a lot of hit points. But the reason why is because I've got an ally back over here. Let's see what he is. He's the T25 AT. He's unlikely to damage that tank. But you never know what'll happen. The other reason why is because I'm waiting for my other allies, the M46, the 703, and the SU, to come over here. But I think they're going to go after the Waffenträger first. So I'm just playing games with this guy. I'm not seriously considering shooting him. If you see me go into a side scraper mode, I might not even be serious about side scraping. I might be doing it just to make him think that I was side scraping. And I hit him for 431 rounds. His gun was looked like he was trying to turn it away, and now he's coming after me. But because I'm going to reverse, we're both going to be reloaded by the time he arrives. Now I can hit him and probably do damage. He has no choice because his ally died. It's now 14-10, and I've got 3 allies coming around his rear. So he has little choice but to do what he's doing. I don't have a great angle. I could probably have come up with a better angle. And second of all, you really want to be close to the enemy when they fire so that they can't aim at your lower plate. However, we were both firing at the same time, so we really didn't have a situation. He was firing APCR. I'm going to ram him. He could have rammed me, but he chose not to. He did kill me, but he was also killed by the T25 AT, which is this vehicle down here. He was able to kill him off.